Hey ladies, it's Elisa, and as promised previously, like 3 weeks ago I think, this is going to be my birth story. So I'm going to insert clips after this about documenting from the time that we decided to go to the hospital after I thought that my water had broken, and all the way up until about 8 p.m. on the Friday before I gave birth. So, yeah, so I think I explain a little bit during all of that, and you'll see a clip of my mom and everything. So, there we go. Enjoy. Hello, YouTube world. We are now walking into labor and delivery. Take one. I was told to come in because I may or may not be leaking amniotic fluid. Say hi, Drew. Hi. Brian. Hi. And then Haley. So this is maybe our first attempt. We don't really know if I am leaking amniotic fluid. I could just be peeing myself repeatedly over and over. But we're going up to test. Yeah, first world problems. There we go. Okay, so we'll see how it goes. Hi ladies, it's Elisa. I just wanted to give you a quick update. So, after a few inconclusive tests, one came back completely conclusive that it is, in fact, my water that is broken, and I am leaking amniotic fluid. There was not a gush. It was just, anyway, it just kept on filling up my underwear, and I thought that I was just peeing myself, but it turns out I was totally right, and I was not peeing myself. It was amniotic fluid. So, we're waiting for a doctor to let us know if they will, in fact, let me leave to go see if I can start labor at home, because I am not contracting at all. But the baby had a slight heart rate dip when we got here, so they were a little concerned about just freely letting me go without consulting with the main doctor, because I believe it was the midwife who I've been talking to. So I will let you guys know and see if they are going to admit me to the hospital or let me go home and see if I can try to start labor there. Okay, bye. Hello. So the last update I gave you guys was that they were culturing me to see if it was amniotic fluid. Oh, and I told you it was amniotic fluid. So I've been admitted to the hospital, and as soon as they put me in my labor and delivery room, which was right around 12, what time was that? I should have paid more attention. Yeah, it was like 12 or 12:30 a.m. on June 24th. They immediately gave me Pitocin. See, they put me on an IV drip, and I'm on Pitocin because at that point they think that because I figured my waters had started dripping at about 7:30, so we had gone from 7:30 to 12:30 without any real significant contractions, except for the one real big contraction that we had where Sawyer's heartbeat went down as my contraction went up. So they were concerned, and that's why they didn't let me go home to labor on my own, because I wouldn't be able to have him monitored. So they admitted me, and I'm gonna be here until he is born. There's my monitors. There's my husband. There's my mom, and then like a snow peripheral of the whole room. But yeah, so that's what's going on right now. I have been having contractions. I am reacting well to the Pitocin. They do have to keep upping it. I think I'm gonna get a contraction, but Sawyer's been handling them very well. But I'm gonna go so I can deal with this. I'll see you guys later.
Hi ladies. Elisa's in active labor. They gave her fentanyl. I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna show you really quick if I can turn the camera. Oh, I can't turn the camera, but so that happened at about 9:35 or 9. It's 9:35 now. They gave it to her about 10 minutes ago. I have to look in the camera. Where is it? Oh yeah, they gave it to her about 10 minutes ago. Okay, so that's where we are now. Bye.
Hi ladies, it's Elisa, and I have not updated you guys in hours. So it is now 3:45 on 6/24 still. And the last thing you probably heard was my mom talking about how I was having really terrible contractions. And because my water broke, they still didn't check me until about an hour ago. But about an hour ago, I'm jumping ahead of myself. So what had happened is that the contractions were horrible and I hated them. And then I was like, so when are you guys going to give me the drugs? So they gave me, what was it called? Fentanyl, maybe. Yeah. So that's what the group consensus is, fentanyl, and that did take the edge off, but they were still very painful. But as soon as they gave me those drugs, they had ordered the epidural, but we had to wait about an hour and a half before that guy got here. So I was a full dose of fentanyl and then a little bit of dose. But I was ready for that second dose by the time it came. And what else happened? So I got the epidural, and I have no guilt about it, so you can judge me, but I don't know why you would, because I wouldn't feel guilty about it anyway. But I do not feel weak or like I lost or I gave up on something, because I told you guys before I'm was really open about pain meds anyway, and epidural's like the best thing ever. I had like 4 contractions when he was putting the thing in, but we just kind of paused and worked through that. So epidural, and then after having that for a little while, I felt great. I mean, my whole outlook changed, but I still hadn't slept in like 24 hours at that point. So I decided to take a nap. So everyone left me alone for about an hour and a half, and I got some sleep. So that, yeah, it was chaos. I was totally delusional and not being able to form sentences, and still barely can, because that's like the only sleep that I've got. But also, so that is the best thing ever. Started getting visitors and felt more friendly and didn't want to kill anyone and didn't want to die. So it went well. The epidural's great. And that was hours and hours and hours ago. And finally, I brought up to the doctors that I understand you don't want to introduce any sort of bacteria, but I'd really like to know where I'm at. So I think because we kept asking about it, finally the doctor agreed to come in and check. And I was 8 centimeters dilated, 100% effaced, but only at a -2 station. So good news, bad news. Well, it was mostly good news. But anyway, so I don't want to go into too much detail, but that's what it is. We are now waiting for those last 2 centimeters and hopefully for the baby to drop more. But I'll probably go into more detail in a birth story. This is going to be kind of the general birth story. All of these video clips put together. But see, there's the monitor. Still doing pretty good. Sawyer's heartbeat has not dipped again, even though we're having some really big contractions. He's still doing really well. And I am still doing really well. My blood pressure's really low. They have me on a constant cuff. I'm wearing my thing. I'm not naked, I promise. I do have like a wicked sunburn, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so that's all that's happened. And I'm still connected to, I'll show you guys, the baby, the contraction monitor, and there's a heart rate monitor for Sawyer, really, really low. And I can wiggle my feet and stuff, but it was the weirdest sensation not being able to feel your entire legs or butt or basically anything below your boobs. But yeah, so that's what's happened in the last gajillion hours. I don't know. They're pretty impressed that it's happened so quickly, I guess. Right? That's what they were saying. That for first time pregnancy, but it's not really that shocking that he's not that low. So at this point, they don't want to check me really again until I'm starting to get the urge to poop, basically, because that means that hopefully we're at the finish line and hopefully baby Sawyer has moved down. So that's my story for right now. The next time I update you guys, if I remember to grab my camera, then might be when I feel like I need to poop. There you go. And or might be when I have a baby in my arms. So we will see. So I will be talking to you hopefully soon. Okay, bye guys. Oh, Mom used to have one. She didn't like it.
Say hi.
Hi. To who? I'm gonna say hi to.
I'm just videotaping
Oh.
you.
Hello.
I'm vlogging you.
Hello, me, or future me. I knew you could do it.
Yeah.
Support system. Okay, let's go.
Is your
Hi guys, it's 8:55 right now. At 7:30 they came in and they checked me, or about 7:15. No, 7:30. They came in and checked me, and I think I told you what was going on right then. No, so I was 8 centimeters, but I was 8 centimeters for a while. And then they checked me and they said I was basically 10 centimeters dilated, still 100% effaced, but I'd only changed from -2 station to -1 station. So I guess I had an anterior lip, they're thinking, on the cervix. So just a little tiny thin piece of skin on the back that was, they think, blocking Sawyer from dropping all the way. So they were going to give me an hour and see, they were going to up my Pitocin and give me an hour and see how I was progressing. And so she came in here a few minutes ago and she upped the Pitocin again because my contractions were again spacing out. And I gave myself more of the clicky drugs, because when she checked me last time, the first time she checked me, I was completely numb and felt nothing except for slight pressure. But, you know, the woman sticks her whole hand up there. That's, the second time around it was less than pleasant. But, yeah, so everything is on track. And I slept for about 35-40 minutes. And so I'm feeling good, feeling really tired still. But now I've gotten more than an hour's sleep, so that's nice. But we're still waiting for my contractions to really pick up and for me to be getting a lot of pressure, like I'm going to poop again, but, you know, on the verge of needing to push. So we're still waiting for that last mark, because we don't want me to, we want the anterior lip to go away, because I could hemorrhage, I guess, if I start pushing and try to push past that lip. But also it would just take longer. So we're really hoping that he moves down so that I don't have to push for as long, because nobody wants to push for 4 hours. So we'll see how it goes. So I guess the last update was not my last update. This is another update. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to say this is going to be the last update before he's here. But yeah, the kids have been champs. The girls have been here for the whole time, I think, that we have almost. So, and all my family is here. Everyone's sticking it out, and especially now that we're so close to the end. Everybody's ready to meet Sawyer. So, I guess I will let you guys know how it's going. Okay, bye.
Hi guys, me again. So, that was the last clip that I had actually taken. And it was about, I think, 8:30 again on Friday. And so what happened after that was when basically the chaos began. So I was 8 centimeters or 10 centimeters, like fully dilated or whatever, and they wanted me to do what is called laboring down. So they were saying that because the baby wasn't very dropped, I guess +3 or something is, you know, there are stages of how low the baby is, and +3 is the baby's crowning, and the baby was still at like -2, so Sawyer was still fully up there. So I was fully dilated, fully effaced, but I was still nowhere near birth. So they let me go with contractions for a few more hours. Obviously that I couldn't really feel because of the epidural, but at that point, so my water had broken, what I thought, somewhere around 7:30 on Thursday, and we were at the 7:30 p.m. So that's Thursday, and then we didn't really sleep at all Thursday night, and then, I mean, really, like, naps, intermittent naps throughout the day, because there were people coming and going, nurses coming and going, but just, I mean, by Friday morning at like 7 a.m., after having a whole night of contractions, I mean, they kept on getting stronger and stronger and stronger because they were Pitocin contractions. So they were just